These 10 movies that you will see in the video has been very important for the cinema world because they innovated with their new arguments before stories previously counted.
A lot of people enjoy these films because they want to feel emotions very exciting. With this, the movies have become in part of cultural heritage.
Number 10.
Saw by James Wan. Two strangers awaken in a room with no recollection of how they got there or why. And soon discover they are pawned in a deadly game perpetrated by a notorious serial killer. It's in this moment when their game starts.
Number 9.
Friday the 13th. Director Sean S. Cunningham. A group of camp counselors is stealthed and murdered by an unknown assailant while trying to reopen a summer camp which, years before, was the site of a child's drawing.
Number 8.
A Nightmare on Elm Street by Wes Craven. Several people are hunted by a cruel serial killer who kills his victims in their dreams. While the survivors are trying to find a reason for being chosen, the murderer won't lose any chance to kill them as soon as they fall asleep.
Number 7.
The Blair Witch Project, directed by Daniel Merrick and Eduardo Sanchez. Three film students vanish after traveling into a Maryland forest to film a documentary on the local Blair Witch legend, leaving only their footage behind.
Number 6.
The Ring by Gore Verbinski. A journalist must investigate a mysterious videotape which seems to cause the death of anyone in a week of viewing it. she has to discover the secret that this tape hates to save her life before a week.
Number 5.
It, director Andres Muschietti. In a small town in Maine, 7 children known as the Losers Club come face to face with life problems, bullies, and a monster that takes the shape of a clown called Pennywise. This movie was inspired in a book by Stephen King.
Number 4.
Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. A Phoenix secretary steals $40,000 for her employer's client, goes into the room and checks into the remote motel, run by a young man under the domination of his mother. This is a classic movie of the cinema world, because anyone can remember the classic scene.
Number 3.
Halloween, directed by John Carpenter. On Halloween night of 1963, Michael Myers was 6 years old and stabbed his sister to death. After sitting in a mental hospital for 15 years, Myers escapes and returns to Haddonfield to kill.
Number 2.
The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. A family heads to an isolated hotel for the winter, where an evil and spiritual presence influence the father into violence, while this psychic son sees horrific foreboding from the past and of the future. This movie was based in a book by Stephen King.
Stephen King, the author of the original book, said several times that the film disappointed him. According to the writer, the film had a great aesthetic work, but lacked substance.
But after all these horrible movies, which can be the number one?
Number 1.
The Exorcist, Director William Friedkin. When a teenage girl is possessed by a mysterious entity, her mother searches the help of two priests to save her daughter.
This movie is not only good for its argument, in addition to being surrounded by atmosphere of strange happening without explanation. Definitely a gem of cinema.
We like to suffer and Hollywood knows. So no matter how much threaten us these films, we love them.
That is all for today. Thank you for watching and good night.